The new RPM has a Category 2 hitting Apalachicola directory.
The RPM's finally catching on.
Category 2.
Wow. Nice. We about ready to go exploring?
Where's the old-fashioned atlas?
It's in that blue bin back there.
There goes. The tropical spray. Here we are. Take a picture of the pillow.
Alrighty. Onward.
Close my door.
Just going to do a real quick update here before we take off. Let everybody know we're live. So we're just basically going
It's alive.
point to the radar and tell me kind of where we're going to be exploring today.
We're going to be exploring basically from here up to about there, somewhere
Right.
in this whole area.
And we're going to start
We're going to start over like this,
west and then
head back like this down to this little point down here.
Okay.
The new models are bringing the storm in about like that.
Okay.
So we may end up in this town tomorrow. We'll have to see, depending on what the storm surge is going to be like.
Crawfordsville. Okay.
Because I want to find a hotel there and then spend the night there.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Basically, we're going to go exploring right now. We are live at stormscapelive.tv and also stormmapping.com. We will not be live on Facebook. This is just for an update, but I did want to let everybody know that we are live now. And we'll be streaming for the next several hours as we kind of explore the coastline. The nice thing about arriving a day or two early in advance of these systems is you can kind of scout out locations, see how things are looking, see what areas are safe for you to stream from and take pictures from, and other areas that are just too low. Because storm surge is going to be an issue with this, especially if it makes hurricane. It's going to be over 6 feet, and that's a pretty significant storm surge. So we got to be very careful of that. So I'm going to turn this off. Join us at stormscapelive.tv or stormmapping.com, and I will see you on the chat.
Yeah, we're gonna go down here to St. Mark's.
Right over the point.
Oh yeah, almost all the models are up right.
Yeah.
They're very tightly clustered right over Appalachia Point.
So it's all kind of converging.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Only like 2 or 3 models bring it for, and even those 2 models, they do it like here. So there's
So
like
it's still in the area.
Yeah,
It's
right.
not down here anymore.
No, there is no model that goes further south than about here.
Okay, good.
Right now, Cantor's going, get me out of here.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure he's already out of there. I can't imagine him hanging out down there.
Well, it's not, even though he's whatever, it's still not. It's not totally his decision.
It's not his call.
Right.
No, that's the problem for him.
He pulls a lot of weight, but it's not his call. Okay, let's put on that.
So we jumping back up on 10.
Yeah, yes, we're getting on 10.
It's raining. It's the rain before the real rain.
Rainy days and Wednesdays.
Yeah, just little tiny. Well, it's right in the ground cloud here. Radar, the radar dome is like right here. We're gonna be going to some pretty heavy rain. No lightning though. I brought my camera just in
Tropical
case.
spray.
Just for references, folks, we are the circle with the dot. Actually, it doesn't look like we have a dot anymore on this new program, but we're the circle right here. That's our location. You'll see it
10
moving
east.
with us as we move.
10 west, east, yeah, east.
East?
East, yes, we're
Okay.
going back east.
All right.
It's going east and north, southwest. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, we're going to go down to St. Mark's. And if you look at this map really tells you. It's hard to tell on Google Maps. Look at that. There's one road, or is that a river?
That looks like a river.
Yeah, it's a river. There is not a road that goes to the coast all the way from Shell Point all the way down to that Steinhatchee and that thing you were talking about. And there's nothing.
Well, that's why I thought that one thing north of Fish Creek was really our only.
Yeah. And in the middle of the night, who knows what the power will be like there? And
Well, that's why we scope that out tomorrow and see kind of
Yeah.
what it's like before it gets too bad.
yeah. Well, the models still bring the storm in at about 2-3 Z to about 6-7-8 Z. Somewhere there.
Yeah.
Damn night landfalls.
That's just been pretty common for some
They like
reason.
to hide from me.
We could go all the way around that. That way we go more on the interstate when we do that. Oh, we don't have to go through Tallahassee.
Yeah,
Let's
whatever,
do that.
whatever works.
We're going to go all the way around to this Akula Wildlife Management Area on Highway 59.
Highway 59.
So let's see. So we got a nice spanking new Atlas.
Folks, these showers that we have here right now are not directly related with the tropical system, other than the fact that it's pulling up a lot of tropical moisture that's producing the showers around the area right now. So the main rain and wind with the tropical storm will arrive late tomorrow afternoon and through tomorrow night. That's when conditions will rapidly deteriorate, when the significant storm surge will come in, and things go downhill pretty quickly.
We want to exit 217.
217, all right. So again, just kind of reminding everybody today, for the rest of the afternoon and evening, we're just going to be kind of exploring the coastline.
Looking for high spots, looking for parking garages, looking for, anything that might, we might be able to hang out in when the storm hits.
Yep.
Because at night landfall, you got to make sure you know where you're at in relation to the storm surge and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and the storm surge is going to be surprisingly high, and I'm a little I've not chased this part of Florida, but I understand the surge can really be
the superstorm of 1993 in the middle of the winter
like a
produced
12
a 12-foot storm surge, and that
12-foot
wasn't even a
storm
tropical system.
right in this exact area.
Exact same area.
Yeah. So the way the continental shelf is
and it's a bay which funnels it.
here is it's shallow, and there's a lot of bays and little estuaries.
Tropical storm warning. Beyond County.
So there's a lot to be concerned about concerning the storm surge. You don't want to lose your vehicle in the surge. I mean, you personally
might lose more than the vehicle.
Yeah, personally, it's not that difficult. I don't think to survive it if you've got a life jacket, and, other flotation
We
devices.
don't have a life jacket.
Kayak.
Hold on to Ike.
I say that kayak place. That's the place to go.
I can paddle pretty good, but not in a storm.
Surge breaks those kayaks loose, and we're set.
So we can paddle. Do pretty good.
What was that exit number again, Matt?
217.
217. All right, so
We got
a ways to go. I'm gonna bump it up then.
I think it's 217. Last second.
Get the chat up. Say hi to everybody.
Yeah, 217.
All right, chat is up. Kathy, we are chasing Tropical Storm Hermine with Matt and Betsy Crowther. We're all former Weather Channel employees in here today. Betsy pointed that out earlier. I thought that was kind of funny.
Happy you're out.
Hey there, Chocolate Rain. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Chris. Hi, James. Hi, Mally. Sharky. Hello again, Kathy. Hi, Perry. Good to see the gang back together.
My little elevation thing would work.
Folks, it's more important than ever that you all spread the word via social media that we are live streaming and give the live streaming addresses, because folks no longer have the TVN map, the ability to just pick and choose and find storm chasers easily. So we want to make sure folks know that we are up and will be for the next several days live streaming a lot. So if you could just kind of let folks know, stormscapelive.tv and stormmapping.com. We'll have a live presence on this tropical storm and potential hurricane, at least for the next 48 to 72 hours. So I appreciate the help in spreading the word. We're going to create actually a mass mailing, some kind of a mass notification system through storm mapping, where you're alerted when we're chasing and when we're live, and we'll link that up on stormscapelive.tv. That's something that Don Murray is working on, so he will be letting us know a little bit later, probably in the fall, how folks can be notified of our live streaming, via text message or email or whatever. That's why we need you all to register in at stormmapping.com. There's method behind the madness. Don't think, oh, well, Mike's streaming on Stormscape Live and YouTube. Why do I need to register at stormmapping.com? Well, that's one of the reasons. And another reason is the only way you're going to be able to see my live stream here very soon is to be registered in Storm Mapping, because we're going to be embedding that particular website live stream platform into stormscapelive.tv. Now, we'll still be able to chat and do everything else, but you will not be able to view the live stream unless you are registered at stormmapping.com. Now, it's free. You're not going to get spammed or anything like that. Don't worry. It's actually a great little thing to have. It shows live storm reports around the country. Basically, it updates every 5 seconds. So as soon as those storm reports come in to the National Weather Service, they immediately get posted on that map, and they stay on there, and they're archived. So if you want to go back and look at a particular event, all the storm reports from that event you can go back and look at, back a certain amount of years. So it's a really nice thing to have, and we're going to be developing that, and it is part of our live streaming system now. So go to stormmapping.com, easy registration, it's free, and you can even watch the live stream there. The little icon comes up, you click on that icon, and it shows just like TVN's system they had. So it'll show me live down here, and you click on that icon, and it'll show the live stream. Hey, Richard. Yep, we're down here in your part of the world. You'll be very valuable to us. Any kind of information you can give us as we do our little scouting mission here. You probably recognize exactly where we're at and where we're going. You can really help us out since you've explored this area a lot over your lifetime. Hey, Shark, what's up? Richard says they're evacuating the barrier islands in Franklin County.
Okay, well, that makes sense. We're not going out of town.
Is that down by Cedar Key?
No, that's southwest of Tallahassee.
Okay.
That's the barrier islands. That's St. George Island, which has a road on it. That's this, St. George Island.
Okay.
So we're not going out there. They can evacuate that all they want. Man, I'm really hoping it goes up to where like Sop Choppy and they we can right in there.
Sop Choppy.
Choppy sop. Soppy wet and choppy.
Jeff Petrowski.
I looked at storm surge maps and there's not. You don't have to go very far in there at all to get out in storm surge.
Petrowski's on St. George Island.
Really? He's there now?
He likes to be in the thick of it.
I don't know if that's a good idea. Good place.
He's been caught in surge. He's been caught in surge before.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That doesn't seem like the best idea I've ever heard of.
Stay where you get to dry land.
Hey, Steve. How's the weather in Denver?
What's neat about this, I've got this program on here, and it'll tell you exactly what our altitude is.
Oh, nice. Is it pretty accurate?
Yeah.
Because I've got a little altitude thing. It's not at all that accurate.
It's got topo maps. Yeah.
How high up are we right now?
We are 100 feet, 90 feet.
No worries,
192
man. No
feet.
worries.
Far enough.
That would be one hell of a hurricane.
We got right down the shore. If we go right down the shore and it says 0 feet, then
And we know it's very accurate, yeah. That's a good way to test it.
Yeah, we're going up and it's 105. It jumped down.
It seems pretty accurate. Then.
Nah, but that just jumped. It was jumping around.
Jump to 500.
Yeah. When you're driving, it may not be that.
Hey there, Tulia. Tulia, Texas.
Let's go.
I guess this automatically downloads the map wherever you are, which is cool.
Hi, Bill. Heavy clouds.
It's a bad cloud.
It's a bad cloud.
You'd have to hear that when you're on here.
Richard, I've been on that stretch at 98 from Choppy to Perry, and there isn't much.
The question is that well, there isn't much. You know, is there any higher spots, or what's the that's going to be our big concern.
Yeah, we're mainly concerned about high points and beach access on roads that are not sandy, paved roads. I was doing a little research last night, and there's a place called Dead Man's. What was it? Dead Man's
Rest or no? Dead Man's.
It's like a kayak shop. It's north of Fish Creek, and Dead Man's Float.
Yeah,
Kayak shop.
And we were joking that if we go there, we may be the dead men floating.
Exactly.
Went by and get a kayak.
But it had a paved
Sure,
road that went right up to the beach, and there's a nice paved parking lot, which is rare, right there at the beach as well. And then
this
a
is
bunch
rare,
of
too.
kayaks that we can grab a hold of if
We'll
the
just
storm
ride it
surge
out
comes
in the kayaks. Yeah, right.
Hey, Bobby. Over here, and then we'll take our exit.
So our office 217. Where's
Yeah.
the exit?
Right here.
James, actually, one of the models that we look at does take it up to Cat 2. So right now, I would say anything from strong tropical storm to Cat 2 is on the table. Most likely, it'll be a strong tropical storm or a Cat 1 hurricane. I would say those are the most likely scenarios, but you can't rule out Cat 2. And keep in mind, with each category, you're adding about 3 feet of storm surge, at least.
And this is one of the most storm surge vulnerable areas in the entire Gulf Coast region.
Yeah. Actually, why don't we top the tank off here? I'll let you do it. That'll even you up, because that last one was small. That'll give you a full tank, and then I'll get the next one.
All right.
We gotta get our, there we are, we're right connected again. Oh, okay.
That area, 90 mile per hour, 10 to 12 foot storms. Well, I mean, if that winter's storm that came through did stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
12
they do
foot surge with a winter storm.
Yep.
You know,
Stay safe and high. Alright, at least I know we know what temperature.
Hey, Richard, you listening?
Sharky's being snarky.
We hit some bumps, and the live stream or the inverter went out. So I'm really got my fingers crossed and toes crossed that we're not having wiring issues again. That's why we lost the live stream there briefly, as the inverter went out as we hit some bumps coming into the gas station.
Oop. Dumping rain now.
I'll check connections here in the car if it happens again.
Happy folk.
The name of the place was Dead Man's Float.
Some little shower there.
Dead Man's Float Kayak Shop. It's north of Fish Creek, right on the water. If you zoom in on Google Earth, you'll see it. It's actually pretty good.
Come after you, bud.
Oh, that's it. Nice little base.
Always got to keep your eye kind of swiveled. You never know when a little tornado.
I know,
Get
yeah.
up in one of these bands.
Especially tomorrow when we start getting some of those outer bands.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be going through some real heavy rain here.
Spray and
One lightning bolt. Anyways.
A thump on the audio, huh? That's interesting. Anybody else having serious audio issues? Speak now or forever hold your peace. They're recommending that we not hit any more bumps. That's their
Make 'em
fix.
go away.
That's their fix for the inverter problem. Come on, Bubba. It's okay. You can make that turn.
there's a bump.
Oh, it's nice. There's a nice wildlife refuge down here. But I don't think we can enjoy it.
Oh, Richard says the Dead Man's Float is where the NHC is predicting a 9-foot surge. I knew that was a great place to go.
Yeah, that nice parking lot right on the beach.
I nailed it.
And I'm sure there's no spot above 9 feet.
And
No, I'm pretty
start
sure.
paddling.
I will still try to get out there tomorrow just to see what it. Yeah, but it may already be underwater even tomorrow.
Well, that's the thing. Because that's practically.
Richard will be able to tell us. He'll have some reports and he'll be able to tell us. Richard, tomorrow morning I may try to contact you and you let us know if we can get out to that Dead Man's Float, because there may be surge already tomorrow morning. That's
way out of the way from where we know
pretty
we're
much
going to be.
shut that down.
I think that's just going down there for no reason.
You do, all right. We probably won't even go.
Because if it is a 9-foot surge, then we can't go there. And if there isn't a 9-foot surge, that means that it's too far away, and we wouldn't want to go there anyway.
Yeah. If I was Mark Sudduth, I'd be putting one of those camera pods there, though. 'Cause that's bound to be pretty interesting tomorrow.
Is Don planning to do anything like that? Or?
I don't know. That's a good idea. He ought to.
Yeah.
He's into those probes and stuff, so he ought to develop some kind of hurricane camera.
What you do is you find some place that's kind of high, like up on a building or something.
Yeah.
That if you're okay, like a big concrete structure, the storm surge may come up here, and you somehow attach a GoPro onto it or something.
Right. Yeah. And then come back and retrieve it a couple of days later after the surges come down.
I don't know. Mike Tyson's around somewhere. He was already talking about bringing like a boat, so he wants to be out on an island or something. Well, it was during Ivan, I think, wasn't it? He got stuck.
Who?
Mike Theis. He went into a parking garage somewhere south of Pensacola, on some Pensacola Beach, I think. And he was in the parking garage. His car was fine, but it was completely and utterly cut off. And he was out there for days and days and days.
Stuck in the parking garage.
So he kind of wandered around until somebody came by with a boat. And he just hopped on the boat and left his car there. And he had to pick his car up weeks later.
See, that's what I want to do. I mean, that's awesome stuff right there.
His stuff that people.
Well, the most famous stuff is when his car got this.
Katrina stuff was great.
Well, yeah. It's like, well, you lost.
The car comes through the lobby.
The lights are on, flashing in the lobby.
Hey, Sarah. Perry says there's a weather station at Keaton Beach.
Wherever Keaton Beach is.
Fun day tomorrow and fun night tomorrow night. Probably not much sleeping to be had tomorrow night.
Yeah, St. George Island is the one they're evacuating. Because that's got a big causeway to go. I can see, look at that long causeway going on that thing.
Oh, yeah. Sarah, we have Matt and Betsy Crowther with us today. Matt will be the resident photographer in a lot of our tours next year. So breaking him in, giving him an audition today.
As if he hasn't taken enough pictures. That place is great. Wake up, Mike.
Alright, recenter. Alright, so you're just going to keep following. You want Highway 59. So it's going to be a right. Now I just keep going straight. Keep going straight.
Wakissa?
Wassissa?
Wassissa? Richard says, I don't know if you can get down to it, but it's a pretty decent road down to St. Mark's Lighthouse.
Well, we're going by there.
Yeah, we'll check it out, Richard. Thanks. We're going to actually go by there, so we'll...
Lighthouse Road. Oh, yeah, look at that.
We'll check out Lighthouse Road.
That's right, kind of past where we're going. I love lighthouses. I'll go there anytime.
Yeah, I would say odds favor it becoming a hurricane before landfall. You know, we can't say for sure.
I'd be surprised at this point if it does become a hurricane.
We'd all be surprised if it didn't. So we're looking at least a Category 1 at landfall, and one model that we looked at, or Matt did briefly, it even showed a potential Category 2. So
if Richard's doing research, I wonder if he could do like research on different areas and what the elevations are, different places. We're thinking maybe that we might be down there east of Apalachicola.
All right, so Richard, if you could research elevations for areas east of Apalachicola.
From Apalachicola and then east from there, all the way up the beach there. There's Carabel, which is on the beach. There's a bunch of different places. Maybe look at some of those storm surge maps they're publishing now on the web.
Oops, sorry. Stay close.
We're over almost 200 feet up to it right now.
That's good. Boy, it must really drop off then.
Well, somewhere up in here is the highest point in Florida, which is 300 feet. Somewhere in the Panhandle, yeah.
Makes sense because this is certainly hilly, and most of Florida isn't. It is flat as a pancake, most of it. This reminds me of Georgia here.
Let's see here. Got two different things. This is an elevation thing too.
How does it compare to the other one?
This says 143 feet. The other one says 122 feet. I think I trust this other one better. This one. Like I said, once we get down to the ocean, we can calibrate it.
All right, folks, here's our location. Here's Tallahassee here. So we've went east. We're going to go east and then drop south.
Yeah, we drop basically south.
Explore. So we're heading south now. So we're going to drop down, explore the coast, and then come on back up this way. So kind of in this general area today is where we're going to be exploring, because chances are pretty good that tomorrow, right here.
Right, yeah. Yes.
Because we're looking at this thing kind of coming up this way for landfall tomorrow night. Kind of in this general area. So if we're in here, then we're pretty good.
Going down now. Down to 33 feet. 35 feet.
Yikes. Says.
Yeah, these altitude things are screwed up. It jumps around. Well, unless we're going, I guess we're going back up again, technically. Hard to tell, but.
Well, the true test is going to be, like you say, when we get down
Yeah, right to the ocean, it better say 0 feet.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice tree tunnel here.
That's another thing too. You got to make, if you're going to hang out somewhere, you got to make sure you're away from trees.
Yeah. It's pine trees. It doesn't take much to bring them down. These are tall enough they would
They come
definitely
right across
come right
the
on the
road.
road. Yeah.
Yep.
At least on the interstate, they usually just come right onto the interstate.
Oh, the one time when we were coming back from Hopewell, it was fascinating. When it was Ivan, Betsy. Remember they just cleared it off?
Yeah.
I tell you, I had to hand it to the state of Alabama. They cleared that thing off quick. That interstate.
Yeah.
They come down and they cleared it just one lane. They're all trees still down. They just they chainsawed just one lane.
It's enough to get back.
Yeah, I remember that. We really did a number on those trees.
You know, it's funny in Ivan, our hotel made the national news because what happened is that across the street from the hotel we were staying at, there was a big one of those discount like a big a gas station, and they had the big sign. You'll say, you know, whatever, so and so gas station, a big metal, a sheet metal sign, and it flew off and it landed in the swimming pool of our hotel, and that was like on all the national news. You know, there's a photo of the gas station sign in the swimming pool. And we heard like a loud bang. What it did was I parked my car on the backside, and it got some little bit of roofing fell on it, but it wasn't damaged. But a couple of the cars in the front where we were got stuff smashed into the cars and really messed them
The
up.
fun thing was the night before, people were out grilling on the.
Oh yeah, people. There was like a little hurricane party. You're grilling and.
It's a safe place to be.
Yeah, the storm surge down here, folks, will be filled with gators, venomous snakes, eels, all kinds of creeping, crawling fire ants that'll probably find refuge on branches and stuff that are floating.
Yeah, there've been things about where they see these things floating through the thing, and you look at it closely, and there's just like a giant
Covered
massive
with
fire
ants.
ants.
Definitely not a pleasant place to be caught in storm surge.
Now here you could ride it out because look how far away the trees are from the road.
Yeah.
In fact, that'd be the good thing. You want to video the trees coming down. You just don't want to be in their path. Some more heavy rain up ahead.
Good solid live stream signal.
Yeah, good. It's a good sign for coming up.
They have good coverage down here. Verizon does.
Yeah, but see, I don't know if we're going to be going to any swimming or anything. I don't know if we're going to go any swimming.
It is nice though. Cool, right there, right outside our room.
We're getting a little wind with this.
Yeah. A little squally.
Yeah.
Folks, I may as well let you know now, we're going to have the weather station on the car tomorrow. So get used to clicking on the tab that says live weather. So if you click that on, it'll give the current live weather conditions. Now, we don't have it turned on now, but we'll be activating that tomorrow on the vehicle. So just to orient yourself, we've added that to the tabs at the top. Click on live weather, it'll give you the wind speed, barometric pressure, dew point, temperature, wind direction, rainfall, total, and all that good stuff. It'll be fun to watch that pressure drop as the day goes on and the winds increase. Hey, Todd.
Miles and you're going to go back to the
We're
west. Okay, so you'll see something about Lighthouse Road.
All right.
It'll be close to the town of St. Mark's, which is it's north of the town of St. Mark's. I'm going to go down to Wakula Beach. I want to see what that looks like. Again, too, we wouldn't want to be out here during the middle of the night because it's not like we don't see anything. You have to have somewhere where there's lights. I know some people do it where they drive around and see stuff in their headlights, but that's boring.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather just be in a, parking lot with some lights where you can see the wind and whatever.
Well, if we're lucky, we can get a hotel that's not too far away from the landfall point. We can just hang out there.
Nice little band there.
Yeah, yeah. That's the kind you get. Sometimes you get tornadoes in that kind of band. We should have the new dam in, I think. Signal is really bad. New dam is coming in. Slow. Slow.
Gulf's not that far right off over there.
No, we got all sorts of swamp and shit on the side, right? We're in that area where there's all sorts of inlets and swamps and that kind of stuff. The NAM has landfall a tiny bit further east than before now, but not by much. Basically, we're right here at 12Z, so it's slow. My friend Jim is watching the stream. Hi, Jim. Talk about beer. Okay, well, this Proof Brewing got a really high rating on Rate Beer, 95, and they're right into Tallahassee, so I'm going to check that out after dinner tonight.
Found a beer place.
Yep. It's a brewery. And it's
Already
open till-
scoped it out.
Already scoped it out.
I knew he did that. He didn't bring it with him.
Like the storm isn't making landfall until tomorrow night, so I got plenty of time.
And he's done driving much.
All right, that Lighthouse Road. Good little ways, yeah. Imagine there was a sign.
Swampy surge land is what Richard calls this.
Yeah.
This highway typically goes under water during surges.
Well, we're a little higher up here. This says that we're up around like over 50 feet high.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, right here we're fine.
Yeah.
It floods anyway. It's just enough rain.
Well, I don't. Well, flooding. maybe, but not-
Freshwater flooding.
Yeah.
Okay, your Lighthouse Road will be coming up here not too long. A couple miles. Like this might be the sign you see up ahead here.
Ma, Florida brings up a good point that the depth of the warm water in the Gulf is extremely deep,
Yeah.
and they're not sure what impact that has, on hurricanes, the depth of the warm water.
You would think that would help them because sometimes just stir up this cooler water.
Yeah, that upwelling could kill them off.
I don't think maybe the Gulf just stays
Okay, within a mile or so is going to be your left turn.
Beer Banker says, "Hey Betsy."
Hey, hello.
That might be your friend Jim or whoever.
Beer banker.
Yeah. Guess he signed out of the chat. All right, let's see.
Newport.
Okay, whatever left you see, it's probably right here. It's right here. This road right here.
St. Mark's Refuge. That's
That's a Lighthouse 11 miles?
Yeah.
It's pretty far down there.
Yeah.
I thought we were closer.
Nope. Got lots of time.
pretty here, though.
Yeah.
No outlet.
No kidding.
What?
No outlet.
outlet.
The Gulf of Mexico is your outlet.
I
pretty
chase
funny.
back in.
All right, folks, this is the road that goes down to the lighthouse that Richard told us about, so we're going to be there in about 15 minutes.
Wildlife refuge.
It's the St. Mark's
National
Wildlife Refuge, and then the St. Mark's Lighthouse is our destination, our first point that we will
Hope they
see the
didn't
Gulf
already
of
close
Mexico.
the gate because of the
Yeah,
storm.
I know.
Oh, that's a possibility.
Tropical storm warning or whatever, and
it's
they'll
kinda
say,
like, hey.
oh, sorry, can't get in.
It's not until tomorrow.
The sun's shining. It's 36 hours away. Let us in.
Actually, yeah, we'll be entering this whole thing's in the refuge. This whole lighthouse area.
Richard says that even though this is higher elevation, the water table is super shallow,
Yeah.
and so it floods.
We're going to be in it. We have to be in a town tomorrow night. We just had to pick the town we think is close. Seeing storm surge may not